everybody, welcome back to the craft room. I am so glad that you could join me. I am going to show you that Mary Maxim yarn again tonight because that laptop did a terrible job at making a video. So anyway, if you couldn't see real well last night, I got this, the Mary Maxim December Knit Club Kit, which I'm going to leave that video up if you want to go watch it. But just briefly, it included two colors of the Red Heart Hygge, Hygge. This first one is called Smoke, and that looks way better than it did on that tablet or the computer last night. And the other one is Hot Pink, and it is really super soft and fuzzy. One of you left a comment that it does look soft and fuzzy. It is. I would love to wear this. Maybe for pajamas. That's how soft and fuzzy it is. But this came with two separate patterns. That's why I have the two different colors. I've got two of the Smoke and one of the Hot Pink. The Smoke one is a Mary Maxim pattern for a cowl. And the Hot Pink is a Yarn Inspirations pattern for a hat. So there you can see that a little bit better. I do apologize for that video last night. It just did not go well at all. But like I said, I'm going to leave it up if you want to go watch it. It'll be the video right before this one. But in this video, I wanted to show you, my nose itches, a couple of finished items that I have, and also give you an update on my December Mary Maxim Knit Club of the Month project. So let's start with the finished projects. The first one I do not actually have with me. I made it as a gift for a friend and sent that off. And my friend has received it and she absolutely loved it. But I made her a hat on my Addie. And I used these two colors. These are I Love This Yarn colors. This one is Grapette. Oh, that looks so much better. I did this on the tab or the laptop and it was terrible. Grapette and Peacock. So these are the two colors. This was one side and this was the other side, but this peeked over onto the front side because I miscalculated my number of rows. But anyway, these are the two colors that I used to make the hat for her. Does anybody have this problem? It just keeps going and going and going because somebody didn't put it away right away and it keeps getting knocked off. Guilty. But anyway, here is a picture of that hat that I sent to my friend. Alright, now the other two finished projects that I have to show you, I actually kind of sort of almost finished them today. I have a ton of tails, which I might just tie them and snip them, I don't know. I haven't totally decided. But a long time ago, and I'm going to say this was probably about 6 years ago, give or take, when I first got my first long double-ended Tunisian crochet hook. I didn't know what to do with it, so I was just kind of winging it. And I have some more of these somewhere, only in a bigger size, but I can't remember where I've seen them. I might have stashed them in my cupboard. But I was making double-ended squares, two different colors, because that's the only way I knew how to do it. I had not found any patterns or anything for that, because there really wasn't a whole lot 6 years ago. It's just recently become a new thing since the Crochet Crowd put a few videos out, and now it's like Tunisian crochet is everywhere. But anyway, I had this intention to make an Afghan with my scrap balls. Sounds a familiar thing, right? And I decided I didn't like that. I got tired of it, so I put them all in a bag and put them away. And I came across them the other night when I was moving that big bookshelf out of here. They were all tied up on the bottom shelf, I believe. But anyway, I had a total of 16 squares. My squares are roughly 5 inches by 5 inches, which is perfect for making scarves for preschoolers. So here's what I have. And like I said, please disregard all the tails. And what I did was I just crocheted them together with another scrap ball of yarn on one side, and then on the other side it is just solid. So let me hold this so that you can see. This would be one side. As you can see the other side colors peeking through. Here's the other side. So there's that, and I just randomly, I did not choose the colors as per all of my scrap projects. I just counted my squares, and I just randomly reached in and grabbed a square and added it to the top of the one that I was currently doing. So here it is one more time with all of my tails. And some of these already had a border around them, so I just left it. And the rest of it does not. I think I'm done. I'm not adding another border. Here's the other side. I think they turned out pretty cute. And they are roughly 40 inches long, because 5 times 8 is 40. And here is the other one that I did. Once again, it's the same thing. Lots of tails. And here's the other side. And this was put together just the same way as the first one, with just a single crochet, crocheting them all together. So, once again, so we can see them a little closer. Here's that one. Here's the other side. And then you flip it inside out, or maybe right side out, however the person chooses to wear it. You can see the front side color peeking through with the other color. And once again, like I said, these were totally random. I did not try to match up my colors. I just pulled them out and sewed them next side up. So, like I said, I think I might just tie knots in these ends and just snip them. I don't think it's going to matter that much. So here's 2 more hats to add to my stash, which, that's my other one right there. Plus the one that I have that I made a long time ago on the knitting loom. So that's my finished items. And then an update on my December, that would be November, Mary Maxim Knit Club, which I got a late start on because I got it at the very end of the month. Oh, it's not even in there, because I've been working on it. But if you remember, I got this shawl, and I have been keeping track of my stitches. This is something completely different. I have been keeping track of my stitches, and I have made quite a bit of progress, because I think since the last time you all seen it, I've had to completely frog it and start over because I lost track of where I was at. Don't ask me how I did it, because I don't know. But anyhow, this is what I have so far. You can see that color. I don't know, I can't see. Can't see me. But anyway, there it is. That's what I have. I really love this lace stitch here. It's like 2 sections to it. It's really pretty. But I have to go with this until I have 100 loops on my needles, which right now I have like about 34, 35, something like that. But I make 1 loop every 2 rows, because there's an increase and a decrease every 2 rows. It's going to take me a while, but I promise, I'll knock that over. I promise I will not start the next kit until I finish that one. So I better get busy. Anyway, yes. And the other thing I want to show you real quick is I was watching Yarn in Pajamas, one of her like flea market haul videos or something like that. I can't remember what it was, a Saturday shopping video or whatever. And she showed a little fairy candle, tea light candle lamp. And I was like, oh my goodness, I have one of those. We didn't really know what it was. It was something that we found in a storage unit. And it is the same thing, only different color than what she has. I can't remember what this one is, but this is like an amber one. And it has little, I don't know, whatever you call those thingies. And you just take the top off and you put your candle in there. Which she said she just puts the battery operated candles in there for no mess. But I thought this was absolutely cool. These are from the 60s, and I looked the price up on this one, and it runs, I think it runs about $30, something like that is what it's actually worth and selling for. The only boo-boo that I found on it, other than this little boo-boo, it seems to be in perfect condition, but it has a little crack right here, little chip out right there in the front. That's it. So I claimed it, obviously, because we originally thought, well, it's probably some sort of candle holder or incense burner, but it turns out it's a fairy candle holder. So yes, of course I grabbed it. The other thing that I think was cool that was in that same storage unit that we got, and this also dates back to the 60s, is this oil lamp. I think it is absolutely amazing, and I think it will work just fine. It looks like, I get this top off, it looks like they've used it before, and that the wick works fine and everything. So I'm going to put some oil in it and see if it'll work. I think it'll look pretty amazing. And I can't remember what this is called, but this was made in Hong Kong. Sailboat brand made in Hong Kong is what it is. And I think it's like early 60s. I might be wrong on that, but I think it is pretty cool. So I also claimed this because I like oil lamps. So anyway, that's what I got for you, my finished projects and my cool finds that I know what they are now. So I thank you for joining me here in the craft room, and make sure you check back because I have an update video on my Tunisian sampler blanket squares that should be coming out either tomorrow or the following day.